Hey guys, welcome to the 54th C programming tutorial, and in this tutorial we're going to be looking at two more string functions. And the first string function that we're going to be looking at is called strspn, and this string function stands for string span. And the string span function will basically just tell us the number of consecutive characters from the beginning of the string that are in a character set. And this sounds a lot more complex than it actually is. So let me just go ahead right here and run through a few examples. So the first thing that we're going to do is just create a string. So I'm just going to say char star string, and then I'm just going to go ahead and set it equal to ABCD DBCA XYZ 123 star star. And I made it this string for a reason, which will become more apparent as we move on. Alright, so let's say we wanted to know how many consecutive characters from the beginning of the string are all lowercase letters of the alphabet. Well, the first thing that we need to do is just create a character set that holds all the letters of the alphabet. So just a string. So we're going to say char star char set equals, and then we're just going to go ahead and set it equal to all of the lowercase letters of the alphabet. And the easiest way to do that is just run your fingers across the keyboard. Alright, so now I've just got my character set with all the lowercase letters of the alphabet. Like I said before, if we wanted to find the number of consecutive characters from the beginning of the string that are all lowercase letters of the alphabet, all that we need to do is use the string span function. So we're just going to say strspn, and then this function takes two parameters. The first parameter is just the string, so string, and then the second parameter is the character set, and our character set is just called char set. So we're just going to say char set. Alright, so what this function is going to do is it's going to tell us the number of consecutive characters from the beginning of this string that are inside of this character set right here. And our character set is all the lowercase letters of the alphabet. So this function is going to tell us how many consecutive characters from the beginning of the string are lowercase letters of the alphabet. So what it's going to do right here is it's just going to start at the beginning, and it's going to say, is A part of this character set? Yes, it is. It's right there. Is B part of this character set? Yes, it is. It's right there, and so on, all the way until it gets to a character that is not inside of this character set. So is 1 inside of this character set? No, it's not. So it's going to return the number of characters in between the beginning of this string and the character that was not inside of the character set. So it's going to return this as the amount of characters. So if we just wanted to go ahead and print out this return value onto our screen, we should get 11. Because there are 11 characters right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and say printf, and this string span function returns a size t type. So we're going to have to go ahead and do modulus u, and then I'm just going to go ahead and end the line right there, and we're just going to go ahead and print out whatever this function returns. And this function should return 11, because like I said before, there are 11 consecutive characters from the beginning of the string that are all lowercase letters of the alphabet. So I run this and I get 11. Perfect. Alright, but let's say that I wanted to find the number of consecutive characters from the beginning of the string that are only A, B, C, or D. Well, all I have to do now is just change my character set to A, B, C, D. So now what this function is going to do is going to start at the beginning of the string, and it's going to say, is A in this character set? Yes. Is B in the character set? Yes. Is C in the character set? Yes. And then it's going to keep going and going and going until it gets to this X right here. Is X inside of this character set? No, it's not. So it's going to return this many characters, which is 8. So when I run this, I should get 8 out onto my screen, since there are 8 consecutive characters from the beginning of the string that are only A, B, C, or D. So I run this and I get 8. Perfect. But let's say that I didn't want to start looking at the beginning of the string. Let's say I wanted to start looking at the index of 2. So I wanted to start looking right there. There's no way to pass in as the parameter the index of the character that we want to start at. But what we can do is add to this parameter right here. So like I said, let's say that we wanted to start at the index of 2 right here, which is just at this C. Well, all that we have to do is just add a 2 to this parameter, because all this is just a pointer that stores the address of the first character of this string. So it just stores the address of this A right here. So if we add 2 to it, that'll just bring us to the address of this C, which is the character at the index of 2 inside of our string right here. So we just add 1 would bring us to the B, and adding 2 will bring us to the C. and we should get 6 out onto the screen because it's going to find the number of consecutive characters from this address that are all A, B, C, or D. So is C part of the character set? Yes. Is D part of the character set? Yes. And it's going to keep doing that until it gets to this X right here. Is X part of the character set? No, it's not, so it's going to return 6. We run this and we get 6. Perfect. Alright, but now let's say that we wanted to find the number of consecutive characters from the beginning of the string that are not the asterisk character. Well, the first thing that we're going to do is just change our character set to the asterisk, and let's just go ahead and run this right now and see what happens. We get 0, so that's not what we wanted to do, because as of right now what it's doing is it's starting at this C character and it's going to check and see if the C is part of the character set. No, it's not, so it just goes ahead and returns 0 since there are 0 consecutive characters from the beginning of the string that are asterisks. Well, we want to find the number of consecutive characters from the beginning of the string that are not asterisks. Well, we have to call a different function completely, and that function is called strcspn. So now what it's going to do is it's going to return the number of consecutive characters at this address that are not asterisks. So it's going to start right here and say, is C part of the character set? No. So it's going to keep moving on and on until it finds a character that is part of the character set. So is asterisk part of the character set? Yes. So it's going to stop right there and return the number of characters that I have highlighted right there. And I have no idea what that is, so let's just go ahead and run this and see what I get. 12. So there are 12 consecutive characters from this C right here that are not asterisks. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial on those two functions. So, see you guys.